people need to be prepared in case they have to, have to hunker down without some power for a little bit or figure out where they need to go.
Well, Travis, thank you so much. We appreciate all you folks do to keep everybody safe. Travis, hang in there. And they are working very hard to try to keep the roads clear and try to keep everybody safe from these blizzard conditions that are sure to come.
Really, right now, it's about the message that's being given out to the public. And Carl Parker joins us now here in the lab. And Carl, I'm especially worried about the people who do lose their power in this kind of cold we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, you're exactly right. We're talking about wind chill values on the order of -20, -25, -30. That's really dangerous cold, life-threatening cold. And we do expect to see a lot of power outages. This is going to be a terrific windstorm developing overnight tonight and certainly in place by tomorrow morning. And I want to show you how long we've been dealing with winter weather. In the Boston metro, there's a look at the calendar, and it's been non-stop snow. Every day that you see blue there is where we've had some snow. And there was Juneau, 22 inches. Then there was Linus. And then finally there was Marcus right there over 2 days. We're not going to get as much snow as we got out of Marcus, but this is going to be a much more powerful area of low pressure. And so we're expecting a lot of very serious impacts. There's a look at the snowfall forecast in the Boston metro, talking about 6 to 7 inches out there on the Cape with that tremendous wind, blizzard conditions for several hours, and in fact, even possible into Monday morning, long after the snow is gone, because the wind will still be so strong. Here's the first round of snow that has come through. There hasn't been that much wind so far. The low pressure is just starting to develop now. It's going to get going here, wind up, make its way into the area by tomorrow morning. So our blizzard will be underway at that time. Very strong wind, a fine powdery snow. Winds gusting 40, 50 miles per hour. And again, the snow will wind down by early afternoon, but you've still got tremendous wind coming through at that time, blowing whatever is on the ground up into the air. So we may yet have blizzard conditions, ground blizzard conditions there, and the wind's still going even into Monday morning. And the wind is also going to extend well off to the south and to the west because this area of low pressure is going to be so powerful. Look at this. Overnight tonight, winds gusting to 50 to 60 miles per hour there in D.C. That is more than enough to cause power outages and could actually cause some structural damage. We see that tomorrow morning in New York and D.C. 40 to 50 mile per hour winds in Boston, continues right into the afternoon, all up and down that 95 corridor, and then finally starts to relent somewhat in the mid-Atlantic region by late Sunday, but still going strong there in New England. Nick Kelly, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Carl Parker. Strong messages tonight. You need to be forewarned.
And stay with the Weather Channel. We are live all night long. Our coverage of these historic storms, Neptune and Octavia, going all night long and all day tomorrow.
Currently in our area, 55 degrees under fair skies. Tonight, mainly clear skies. Low 47. Winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny skies. High 74. Winds north-northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sunday night, clear to partly cloudy. Low 55. Winds north-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
The winds picking up here around Baltimore. It looks like it's going to be a rough night and a rougher Sunday. We're continuing to follow the conditions as they go downhill from the mid-Atlantic northward up into New England this evening.
A winter weather advisory in effect for Baltimore and D.C. We've got wind advisories and dangerous wind chills happening here too, especially later on tonight and on into the day tomorrow. Welcome to this special edition of Winter Storm Central. I'm Kelly Cass.
And I'm Nick Walker. Right now we have two named winter storms, Neptune and Octavia.
And while Octavia will bring impacts to the south, the big story right now is Neptune, the snow and the dangerous cold.
We're talking about extremely dangerous conditions here. And here's a look at who's under winter storm warnings and blizzard warnings right now. And this is an incredible population center, all the way from Bangor and Portland, Maine, down toward Boston, out toward Cape Cod. This includes portions of Rhode Island, Connecticut, and Long Island, New York.
More than 9 million people in those blizzard warnings, and here's a look at the wind chill alerts from the Northeast, even down toward the South and the Midwest. In fact, it will be some of the coldest temperatures on the planet. Only parts of Siberia and Antarctica will be colder, so we're talking about some very dangerous conditions right now.
All right, let's get to what we know right now. 4 people have died in traffic accidents related to Neptune. A 7-year-old was killed in a multi-vehicle crash near the town of Rolling Prairie, Indiana. 3 people died in a 30-vehicle pileup on the Ohio Turnpike near Sandusky. Neptune's strong winds are sweeping across the mid-Atlantic, and right now nearly 46,000 homes and businesses are without power in Virginia and nearly 42,000 in North Carolina.
Massachusetts governor has staged the state police and National Guard high water rescue teams ahead of possible coastal flooding. The New York City Emergency Management has issued a travel advisory tonight into tomorrow and a cold weather alert into Monday. The city has deployed over 500 salt spreaders to treat the roads.
Over the next 24 hours, here's a look at where we have our crews. We're positioned to bring you the impacts of all this dynamic winter storm. The crews out live tonight and into tomorrow and Monday. We start tonight with the Weather Channel's Sam Champion, who's live in Boston tonight.
And Sam, we're looking at the radar. Looks like that snow is really going to fill in across your area through tonight.
Yeah, within the next few hours, Kelly, Nick, it certainly will. We're not seeing the big fury of Neptune just yet, but you've been talking about it, and this is a storm to be paying attention to. From the accident pictures that we've seen from the Associated Press just outside of Columbus on I-70, to see that many trucks piled up together, our big concern is that around midnight all the way until 4 a.m. in this area, in the Boston area, we'll have those winds, those near hurricane force winds up against the coastline, and we'll have the very strong winds as well right through Boston, gusts up to about 60 miles an hour in this area. They've got the Bobcats out here. They're trying to make sure that all the pavement's clear right outside here at Quincy Market. Now, we're getting some very light snow in the area right now, not a strong wind. Let's check in with Mike Seidel, who's more toward Plymouth. Mike, you've been seeing bigger flakes, but still not the strong wind that D.C., Baltimore, and other areas have seen so far tonight.
No, not yet. D.C. Reagan National gusted to 52 miles an hour with the Arctic front. Then they had a burst of snow, and it's that wind energy that's going to rotate off the coast and start to fire up this storm overnight tonight. And then we'll see our winds really ramp up, say 4 or 5 in the morning, right on through tomorrow night into Monday morning. We have the blizzard warning. The snow intensity has backed off. Our winds are already running 5 to 6 miles an hour, and temperatures have really warmed up today. This morning, under clear skies, calm winds, and all this snow, the perfect prescription for radiational cooling and record lows. We were at 11 below zero here in Plymouth. We've now warmed up to 28, 29 degrees, so we've warmed up almost 40 degrees, and it's still cold enough to snow. Pushing 4 inches here. Acushnet coming in with 5 inches so far. So we've already done fairly well down in parts of Rhode Island. They've had as much as 4 to 6 inches of snow from this first batch. This is going to wind down. We may actually stop snowing for a while, and then we'll get the full force of Neptune. That is the snow and the wind as we roll into the pre-dawn hours of Sunday morning. And Sam, as of 7 p.m., Boston's Logan Airport reporting another 9/10 of an inch of snow. So right now, officially as of 7, they're at 42.2 inches, only 1/10 of an inch of snow from tying their snowiest month on record, January 2005, and no doubt since 7 p.m. they've done it. So you have witnessed history there at Quincy Market.
There's no doubt about it, Mike, and certainly that 1/10 of an inch is going to come within the next half hour, certainly at the clip that we're falling right now. Our biggest concern, again, with this system may not even be the snowfall totals there. We're talking about those strong winds and the wind chills that'll be bearing along with it and behind it. So just remember that some of the heaviest snow will fall in the Boston area. Hopefully, when you're inside sleeping on a Saturday night, everybody knows to kind of put yourself in by the midnight hour and let this thing carry on through like 4 or 6 o'clock in the morning. One of the folks who will not be inside, Gary Tusignot, who is out with us. Hey, Gary, you've been out through a couple of storms, basically.
Oh, yeah, I've been here for all of them.
And the last blizzard as well.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Everyone.
So your deal is you've got to keep this stuff cleared, and you'll make these passes all night long. How do you kind of like stay up, stay awake, stay warm through the whole thing?
Lots of coffee.
Now, we were just talking about making a record through this area. Can you remember anything like this?
Well, the closest I can remember is that one year that we got like 130 inches. I was out doing, 60, 70, 80 hours a week every week. But that was like small storms laid out progressively. These have just been blockbusters.
Yeah.
So it's so much so fast, there's just no place to put it. We've hauled the snow out of here 3 or 4 times already, and there's still snow piles everywhere.
You've got a long night ahead of you, a long morning ahead of you. Gary, we thank you for what you're doing, and we'll be here with you. So just if you need anything, let us know, and I might stick my hand in there and warm up a little bit because it's warmer inside than it is outside.
Oh, wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. Gary, thank you very much for stopping by, and thanks for doing the work. Kelly, Nick.
The next 30 hours.
Yeah, we'll be here for at least most of that. All right, Gary, we'll see you through it. Kelly, Nick, as we said, we're all just kind of waiting for the real winds to pick up, the real snow to pick up, and indeed they will by the morning hours.
All right, thanks so much, Sam Champion. Yeah, wait till tomorrow, Gary says.
Yeah, it's going to get worse. In fact, Carl Parker is here with us in the lab to go more in depth on this storm and just so many variables with it.
Yeah, Kelly, and we're watching this area of low pressure just starting to get going now, and it's really going to take off overnight tonight. So let's begin with a look at where the features are. We've watched this incredible front, this very strong Arctic front, driving down into the interior of the Northeast, right through here and into the Appalachians. Very strong winds behind that. Low pressure has developed along the boundary. That is the main event right there. That low is going to come up and across southeastern New England, and it's going to be incredibly powerful by tomorrow morning. Look at the wind. Gusting to 45 in Richmond as well as Altoona. We've got some stronger wind coming into Philly right now, along with a good bit of snow, and the wind's now gusting to 45 miles per hour in Harrisburg. Winds not strong in the Northeast as of yet, but that's going to change really dramatically by tomorrow morning, and we'll talk more about the blizzard ahead coming up later on in the show.
I have a cold with terrible chest congestion. Better take something.
Theraflu Severe Cold doesn't treat chest congestion.
Really?
New Alka-Seltzer Plus Day Powder rushes relief to your worst cold symptoms plus chest congestion.
Oh, what a relief it is.
Here we go.
Brought to you by Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold and Cough.
Lowe's presents How to Accidentally Invent a New Word.
This new living room is so you. It's so
Sophisticated.
Exactly. Sophisticated.
Get Valspar Ultra Interior Paint now at a new lower price at Lowe's.
From the very start, I wanted Fitcore to be different. If you come to me, it's because you want to do what I do, because I don't do what other people do. It's kind of like creating a brand for myself.
Your business is unique. Your marketing should be too. With Vistaprint, it will be. Put your personal touch on 500 business cards starting at just $9.99. Just enter promo code TV500 at Vistaprint.com.
Stay true to yourself. You can do this how you want to do it, and somebody else is going to think that's awesome and want to do it that way too.
Vistaprint.com.
You know those neighbors always making weird inventions out of junk in their garage? We just gave them their own TV show.
Come on, Wind. I think I just made Mother Nature my bitch.
One man's trash.
This is perfect.
Is another man's wood-powered Jeep gasifier.
Brainstormers, premiering Sunday, March 22nd, only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 55 degrees under fair skies. Tonight, mainly clear skies. Low 47. Winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny skies. High 74. Winds north-northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sunday night, clear to partly cloudy. Low 55. Winds north-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Winter storms Neptune and Octavia.
There is so much snow out here.
So the wind chill, a real player here.
Live coverage continues in a moment, only on the Weather Channel.
Omega-3s are essential for our heart health. We find omega-3s in fish and nuts, but even with a healthy diet, many people don't get enough. That's why omega-3 supplements can help support your heart health.
MegaRed is an omega-3 supplement recognized by the Hope Heart Institute. Research shows omega-3s may reduce the risk of coronary heart disease. MegaRed omega-3 krill oil is easily absorbed by the body, and it's just one small pill. Support your heart health with MegaRed.
When you set out to find new roads, you obsess over perfection. Evolve function, elevate form, and create the highest quality mid-size sedan. Chevrolet, the most awarded car company of 2014. Now during the Chevy President's Day sale, current GM owners can choose an eligible Cruze and stock the longest and get $3,500 total cash allowance. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Hey everybody, take a look at what Neptune is doing here in Rockville, Maryland. Look at that snow going sideways out there. The National Weather Service saying thunder also possible with these heavy snow bands. Winds dangerously cold. Wind chills, we're talking as low as -20, and those gusts of wind as high as 55 miles per hour.
We've already seen numerous power outages around the mid-Atlantic tonight. We hope you still have power, and we want to see what you see as Neptune moves into your neighborhood this weekend. So take a picture or shoot a video and send it to us, would you? Text the word Neptune to 99,000 and you'll get instructions on how to upload it. And please, if you would, remember to turn your phone sideways and you might just see your work right here on the Weather Channel.
Meteorologist Mike Seidel joining us live now from Plymouth, Massachusetts, about 40 miles south of Boston. We've already been through this a few times, Mike, but I think this really is more than an insult to injury because this is downright dangerous.
It will be because with Juno and the previous storms, it didn't get this cold afterwards. And these wind chills are going to be dangerous beginning tomorrow afternoon right on through Monday into Monday night. We've got a wind chill advisory kicking in at 4 p.m. Sunday, well down below zero out here in Plymouth, 20 below zero. I was wondering how much snow is actually under my feet because we've had 3 big storms, Juno and Marcus dropping upwards of 24 to 26 inches. Some of this is settled and I'm standing on top. So I decided to dig down to the grass, and here I go. So look at this. This is how much snow is here in relation to the ground. So you just climb back up out of the hole. So that's what's under me, and you can see it's coming down tonight. We don't have a whole lot of wind. We've had close to 4 inches of snow here. Now, back with Juno, that morning around 4:30, the tide came in, and it came right around here. We don't expect the water to get that high tonight because of the phase of the moon and the wind direction. However, Marshfield and some of those areas like Scituate will still have some overwash, and we'll watch those areas closely. The real areas will be up on the north shore around Plum Island. Those areas could get quite a bit of beach erosion. Kelly?
And Mike, hang in there. We're going to come right back to you because we want to talk about the Mid-Atlantic and just how dangerous it's going to get for places like Baltimore, D.C., Philadelphia. We've got those dangerous wind chills on the way and strong winds as well. You can see the high wind warnings in effect from New York City to Dover to Baltimore and D.C. Winds later on tonight between 25 and 30 for Philadelphia. Washington, D.C., we've already been gusting 40 to 50 miles per hour. So, Mike, this is just the beginning of a very dangerous stretch ahead.
Now, the wind will ramp up overnight. By 3, 4 in the morning, it'll be howling out here. Gusts over 60 miles an hour on the Cape. They could gust to hurricane force, and that's going to lead to at least some sporadic power outages. I just checked with NSTAR. By the way, NSTAR now has a new name since Juno. It's now called Eversource. So they've rebranded, but Eversource, the power company here, is not reporting any power outages yet. I wouldn't expect them to. It's early. We don't have a lot of wind. That'll likely change. Let's hope you keep your power on because it's going to get awfully cold Sunday into Tuesday. In fact, my gosh, Nick, forever now it seems.
It really does, Mike. And look at the wide area of the wind chill alerts. The dark blue are the wind chill warnings. The wind chill advisories will go all the way down into the Carolinas, into Tennessee, Alabama, and into Georgia. 100 million people under some kind of wind chill advisory. And you got to watch out for frostbite. I mean, we already have the very, very cold temperatures. And by Monday morning, the temperature of 1 degree in Boston, a wind speed of 18 miles per hour, means a wind chill of 20 degrees below zero. In just 30 minutes or less, you could get frostbite on your exposed skin. Don't get outside.
And Nick, we've got the snow piling up places like Plymouth, Mass. And yeah, I don't know where we're going to put the snow. This has been the year of the snow farms and everybody trying to find a place to put all that snow, and very dangerous wind chills as well.
How do I get hotel deals nobody else gets? I know a guy. I know this guy, Codito, and this guy who knows a guy.
Hey, guy.
I know a guy in New York, Vegas, Dallas. I've known some guys for decades. And son, nice to meet you. Let's deal. My competitors may know a guy, but I know over 60,000 guys. And gals.
Exclusive hotel deals up to 60% off. Priceline.com.
Here's our new trainer, Ensure Active Heart Health.
I maximize good stuff, like my potassium, and phytosterols, which may help lower cholesterol.
New Ensure Active Heart Health supports your heart and body so you stay active and strong. Ensure. Take life in.
Everything in separate bins, people. Computers, shoes. You can't put two in one.
At Intel, they make technology that lets a device be a laptop and a tablet, so you can put two in one.
No, you can't.
Can.
Can't.
Can.
Intel. This is where it all changes.
See, it's like two things in one. You're like a mermaid or one of those horse guy people.
You mean like a centaur?
See, you can.
Let's go from our little girl to all grown up. Let's say out with the old and in with the options, like that one, or those, with features like this. Let's get exactly what we imagined for less than we thought, and turn a modest budget into a majorly stylish bath. New bathroom, no problem. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Shop stylish vanities in-store and online.
If you've ever wondered how you're going to survive another harsh winter, or stay dry from torrential rain showers, or savor the last warm rays of sun, step inside the Jeep Grand Cherokee and wonder no more. This is the Jeep Grand Cherokee, the most awarded SUV ever. Well-qualified lessees can lease the 2015 Grand Cherokee Laredo for $349 a month.
This Valentine's Day weekend, you can really experience eHarmony for free. It's the first step in finding that perfect person for you. Connect for free this Thursday through Monday only.
We build weather inventions.
Wow, anybody else surprised it actually worked?
Mother Nature can absolutely change people.
I'm ready to get out of here and create a new track.
This is a tornado emergency.
It was hard to believe.
Make the switch to affordable German engineering. Volkswagen. Save big on Motor Trend's 2015 Car of the Year and the North American Car of the Year. New Volkswagens on sale now. Lease from just $159 a month or zero down. Get our biggest savings ever on the turbocharged Tiguan SUV. Now only $179 a month or zero down. Make the switch to German engineering and save big during our big sale this week at Volkswagen.
The Rooms to Go President's Day sale ends Monday. Get great savings in every furniture category. Amazing buys on living rooms. Incredible values on bedrooms. Low prices on dining rooms. Plus, finance interest-free until January 2020. It all ends Monday, President's Day. So hurry to Rooms to Go right now for beautiful furniture, big savings, and interest-free financing until January 2020.
And even pay the return postage. Try NoNo risk-free today.
Currently in our area, 53 degrees under fair skies. Tonight, mainly clear skies. Low 47. Winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny skies. High 74. Winds north-northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sunday night, clear to partly cloudy, low 55. Winds north-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Plymouth, Massachusetts, where the snow is coming down, getting deeper even as we speak, but not nearly as deep as we're going to find, and not nearly the wind as we're going to find has really made its way into the area as of yet. We're going to see the wind pick up, the snow continue to come down, and even after the snow stops, wind continuing to blow that snow around.
Let's show you the snow right now on the radar. In the blue, that is snow. The green, by the way, that is rain. That pink is indicating an approximation of the 32-degree line, so somewhat of a mix for some of you here across the Delmarva, but it has been snow in places like Philadelphia. We're also seeing more snow heading back into New York City after getting a brief break. It's working its way back into northern New Jersey. Winter weather advisories in effect, wind chill advisories in effect as well. And there's Boston. Looks like we've got some moderate to heavy snow filling in across New England.
Going to get a little bit of a break from that snow, though, for maybe a few hours before it really picks up once more. But one area that has not seen a break as of yet, and that is Portland, Maine. It looks like you're not going to get a break from the snow nor the wind. Meteorologist Keith Carson joins us live now from Portland, Maine, right in the heart of a blizzard warning. Keith?
Yeah, we got the blizzard warning here, Nick. Things are going to get a little bit more rough as we head into the evening and into the early morning hours. I'm joined by Matthew now, who is the bar manager at Sebago Brew Pub, and we wanted to talk to you a little bit about what is this doing for your business? Obviously, it's Valentine's Day, and this storm can't be helping you.
No, last year Valentine's Day was a pretty big day for us. This year, this is absolutely it's absolutely killing business. It's been pretty bad over there tonight and throughout the past 2-3 weeks. It's been pretty rough.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the cumulative effect of this because, you know, Mainers are tough and they pride themselves on that, right? But at some point, there's just nowhere to go with all this.
I think everybody's a little bit busy shoveling. They don't have time to come out. But the parking bans have really been hitting us hard. A lot of our business comes. You know, we get a lot of late night business. We have a great happy hour late night, and we're trying to get more people in by letting them know through posters and social media that you know, we're always going to be open until 12, whether there's a parking ban or not. You know, some other places around here might close. Right. So we're just trying to make sure, you know, we can get some people in.
So your car might get towed away, but you can still stay there. So
yeah, you know, if you're walking or you know you're treacherous, you know, you're going around walking and not parking, obviously, because of the parking bans. But
talk to me a little bit about, you know, I lived here for a couple of years, and again, people are pretty good in northern New England. Do you think the tone here is finally saying, all right, this is getting a bit much, even for our standards?
Yeah, I mean, typically, you know, we'll get a storm, it seems like, and then that snow will be gone within a week or two, you know, before the next one comes along. You know, seeing storm after storm after storm, I've never seen anything like it. And yeah, I'm Snover it, that's for sure.
Snover it, I like that. Matthew, thank you very much for coming out. We appreciate that, and hopefully the good business will come to you. You know, cruise ship season, not that far down the way.
Yeah,
all right, thank you, appreciate that.
Thank you.
So you can hear, you know, right from the list of people here that have been here for a while, that this is just an unprecedented one after another kind of situation with this with these storms, and it's getting to everyone. So Nick, whether it be that you want to take your Valentine out or you want to get out Neptune, putting some problems in your plans.
All right, thanks so much, Keith. I know there are a lot of people who are so snover it. If you're not yet, you will be, as we have more snow coming through right now on the live radar. But let me show you what is to come from Winter Storm Neptune as we get through the next several hours into Sunday morning. We'll watch more snow come in after a little bit of a break. Boston, you'll get more. And then as an area of low pressure really winds up offshore, the one that's over the mid-Atlantic right now, this is the kind of snow amounts we're going to see. 8 to 12 inches, we think, here around southern New England. Northward, we could get as much as 1.5 feet, Kelly.
Boston, we've got you in that shade of purple. That means 8 to 12 inches, and we've got a lot of wind to go along with that. There's a live look at Boston right now. We're talking wind chills in the teens. It's actually not bad right now. Those wind chills are going to go way below zero in the coming days.
My name is Daniel. I have diabetic nerve pain. The pain felt like my feet were on fire. I had these very burning, needle-like sensations. I knew I needed to see a doctor. My doctor said, let's try Lyrica. Lyrica has helped relieve my pain.
It's known that diabetes damages nerves. Lyrica is FDA approved to treat diabetic nerve pain. Lyrica is not for everyone. It may cause serious allergic reactions or suicidal thoughts or actions. Tell your doctor right away if you have these. New or worsening depression or unusual changes in mood or behavior, or swelling, trouble breathing, rash, hives, blisters, changes in eyesight including blurry vision, muscle pain with fever, tired feeling, or skin sores from diabetes. Common side effects are dizziness, sleepiness, weight gain, and swelling of hands, legs, and feet. Don't drink alcohol while taking Lyrica. Don't drive or use machinery until you know how Lyrica affects you. Those who have had a drug or alcohol problem may be more likely to misuse Lyrica.
Having less pain, it's a great feeling.
Ask your doctor about Lyrica today. It's specific treatment for diabetic nerve pain.
I'm at St. Jude because I had a cancer inside of me. They diagnosed me with a brain tumor. You have to be strong and don't give up. Attitude is everything. You have to fight.
Imagine your doctor tells you your child has cancer with only months to live. Where would you go? What would you do? Who would you turn to? Fortunately, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is fighting every day to save children's lives. And with a gift of just $19 a month, you can join the fight.
This is my kid that they're giving back to me. I am so grateful.
At St. Jude, no family ever receives a bill. In fact, no family pays St. Jude for anything. That's why your gift of $19 a month, just 63 cents a day, is so important.
When I thought that I might lose my son, they gave me hope. You are not only saving a child's life, you're breathing life back into that family.
If I hadn't come here, I wouldn't have my son.
St. Jude's life-saving research and treatment is shared freely with hospitals around the world.
St. Jude gives you hope and happiness. They're helping us live. Maybe in the future, kids won't have to go through this. We'll find a cure and it'll all be over.
Please, call and become a St. Jude Partner in Hope right now.
You know those neighbors always making weird inventions out of junk in their garage? We just gave them their own TV show.
Come on, Wind.
I think I just made Mother Nature my bitch.
One man's trash.
This is perfect.
Is another man's wood-powered Jeep gasifier.
Brainstormers, premiering Sunday, March 22nd, only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 53 degrees under fair skies. Tonight, mainly clear skies. Low 47. Winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny skies. High 74. Winds north-northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sunday night, clear to partly cloudy. Low 55. Winds north-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Winter storms Neptune and Octavia.
There is so much snow out here, so the wind chill, a real player here.
Live coverage continues in a moment, only on the Weather Channel.
Well, we have teams out covering every punishing part of Winter Storm Neptune. We could see as much as 12 inches of snow in some portions of New England.
Within the hour, one crew sent video of the first flakes beginning to fall in Boston again. That area expected to get up to a foot of snow overnight.
Now, we want to see what you see as Neptune moves into your neighborhood this weekend. So take a picture or shoot a video and please send it to us. And text the word Neptune to 99,000 and you'll get instructions on how to upload that picture or video. Please remember to turn your phone sideways, not up and down. You might just see your work right here on the Weather Channel as a result. Welcome back to this special edition of Winter Storm Central. I'm Nick Walker.
And I'm Kelly Cass. And right now we've got two named winter storms that we are tracking. Neptune, of course, in the northeast right now. Octavia, we're going to tell you more about Octavia affecting the south in just a moment. But right now, the big story, the snow and the cold that we're already experiencing. Let's get to what we know right now. 4 people have died, 1 in Indiana and 3 in Ohio following highway pileups related to Neptune. That crash in Ohio involved 30 vehicles on the turnpike near Sandusky.
Now, Neptune's strong winds are already sweeping across the mid-Atlantic, and right now nearly 46,000 are in the dark in Virginia and 44,000 in North Carolina. In the meantime, Boston's Transit Authority, the MBTA, is suspending all service for Sunday. No trains, no buses of any kind will run.
Well, meteorologist Paul Goodloe joins us now from Boston, where I know they've been snow weary, especially lately, Paul. And, you know, the question becomes, where do they put any additional snow?
On the stand. Yeah, well, they're going to try to find a place to put all this extra snow, but I got to tell you, Kelly, it's pretty amazing out here right now, mainly because the wind isn't blowing. It's blowing last hour. Right now, we're seeing our temperatures upper 20s, so we have these big old fat snowflakes right now, but it is quickly adding up. You mentioned the extra snow. Take a look at this. I mean, this is nothing but the snow that has fallen today, and that is easily, over the last, say, 5 hours, at least 3 inches. Take a look at the roads here. Try not to get hit. We definitely do have snow, kind of slush on the roads. They're drivable. Again, it's Valentine's night, so definitely people are trying to get out and get back home before the wind really kicks in tomorrow. So definitely the snow is starting to pile up. But the good news is right now, the wind isn't an issue. Different story, though, as you head, say, 12 hours from now. Another area getting hit right now with plenty of snow is up the road, actually down the road a piece, in Plymouth, Mass. We find our very own Mike Seidel. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Paul, here in Plymouth, 4 inches so far. The snow intensity has backed off. We're kind of on the back end of this slug of snow that's hit the coastal areas here in the south of the shore in Plymouth. The wind is very light right now, 5 or 6 miles an hour. We're now up to 30 degrees. So we've warmed up almost 40 degrees today. It was 11 below zero this morning, and all this snow from 3 storms. Now, I'm not going all the way down to the bottom of the ground because some of this has certainly settled and crusted, but there's plenty of snow to go around out here in the front of the East Bay Grill. By the way, Valentine's night here, they had 500 reservations. It started snowing around 4 this afternoon, and only 75 canceled. So they're pretty happy that only 75 out of 500 reservations canceled because of the weather. The weather is going to go downhill quite a bit. By early Sunday morning, the wind is going to kick in along with the snow. So we're going to have the blowing and drifting, reduced visibilities, and although the snowfall will stop mid-afternoon, we're going to have the ground blizzards. Thus, the Weather Service in Taunton here in Boston has extended the blizzard warning until 7 a.m. Monday morning. So we're not going to be out of the woods once the snow starts falling. Think Fargo, think Bismarck, think the Dakotas where the snow just blows around. That's what we're going to have because temperatures by dinner time tomorrow night are going to be down around 10 or in the single numbers. And by Monday morning, wind chills will be down to about 20 to 25 below zero. So, Paul, unlike the previous 3 storms, this one will feature a longer duration wind event and colder air on the backside.
Yeah, again, winter keeps on slamming people here across New England. What I'm going to do here across this driveway here is actually just kind of shovel out a little maybe 2-foot section, and we'll keep an eye on this as we head throughout the evening to see how much more snow actually falls. Again, with temperatures last night down to the single digits, down to 3 degrees, the ground is awfully cold, so everything that is falling is sticking. Some of the roads are treated now with temperatures upper 20s. They can do that, but as Mike just mentioned, even across Plymouth, even here in Boston, temperatures plummeting as we head towards tomorrow with that wind howling. And just like Plymouth, Boston is under a blizzard warning until 7 a.m. on Monday. The snow should be tapering off tomorrow, but the wind howling well into Monday. So again, this will be a long duration event. First the snow, then the wind and snow, then the wind on the backside of the system as well. So once again, New England and the Boston area getting hit hard by this, it seems like, unrelenting winter so far of 2015. Nick, Kelly?
Okay, thanks, Paul. Boy, if you're not snow weary already, you soon will be for sure.
Just amazing, this season that we've been dealing with. And as we mentioned earlier, we're not just covering one storm. We've got two to tell you about.
That's right. So let's bring in storm specialist Carl Parker now for the latest on winter storms Neptune and Octavia. He's in the lab. Carl?
Nick, we're going to begin with Neptune and show you the area of low pressure that's really going to get going over the next 24 hours and become this incredibly powerful system just off the coast of Cape Cod, about 100 miles to the east. And there it is right there. That is the system that's going to travel just to the south of Cape Cod. And as it's pulling away, it's going to be very, very strong. And that's why we're going to see such a windstorm. And we've already seen a lot of wind because of the Arctic front that has come through. Winds now gusting to 45 in Richmond and 44 miles per hour in Altoona. There's the low. Look at this. You can actually see the swirl right there. Look at that. That is the area of low pressure that is ultimately going to be this major storm going up and into New England. There's a look at Boston. We've had some snow already. The winds have not been that strong so far. In fact, here's a look at those winds. Now 15 miles per hour in Boston, but they're going to be so much stronger by tomorrow morning, gusting to 45 in Harrisburg, just behind that front. And here is why that low is going to get so strong. There's the Arctic air that's driving down and through the Midwest, and you've got temperatures falling into the single numbers. But when we look offshore, we see the Gulf Stream and water temperatures that are in the 70s. So there's a tremendous amount of warmth and energy in that ocean water, and that's transferred to the atmosphere. And because of that, you've got a very strong gradient, very steep gradient there, and that creates baroclinic instability. That's the propensity for low pressure to get very, very strong when there's a tremendous contrast in temperature. And there you see this low going from 998, dropping all the way down to 970 or so. And we think it's going to be just an amazing windstorm across the region come tomorrow morning. So here's a look at the RPM model. This is the precip along with the wind. And you notice by tomorrow morning, we've got the snow going here. It's going to be a very fine, powdery snow because the temperatures will be so low in the single numbers and negative numbers. Winds gusting 40 to 50 miles per hour in Portland and Boston, and then picking up there in southeast Mass to 60 to 75 miles per hour. Not only is that going to bring down some branches and power lines, that can actually cause structural damage. That's going to be a real worry right along the coast there from Massachusetts all the way up through Maine. Very strong wind going through the middle of the day. Notice the snow is pulling away in the afternoon, but we'll still see blizzard conditions because of that powdery snow on the ground that's being kicked up by the very strong wind, and it's going to be unbelievably cold. Wind chill values well below zero tomorrow morning and right through the day. One more thing to tell you about very quickly. Here's moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, getting involved with cold air come Monday and Tuesday, and that is going to mean wintry weather developing tomorrow and then making its way over into the southeast into Monday and Tuesday. Nick, back to you.
Octavia really going to make a lot of southern folks wake up.
It's already causing some cancellations. Schools canceled in the Atlanta area coming up on Monday. We're going to have more on that in just a moment. But first, the snow, it is really coming down now in Philadelphia.
It's not so much that the winds are blowing it all that much, but the snow is so heavy right now, the visibility at the airport being reported at 3/4 of a mile. Looks like they might get a break there from the west on the radar, Kelly.
On the right, you're seeing the visibility right there over the skyline. You can still see the blurred lights of the buildings. But yeah, we're talking about cold enough temperatures and wind chill advisories in effect through tonight into tomorrow.
Currently in our area, 53 degrees under fair skies. Tonight, generally clear. Low 47. Winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, mainly sunny. High 74. Winds north-northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sunday night, mainly clear early, then a few clouds later on. Low 55. Winds north-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Want to know the cold truth? Stay tuned in 30 seconds for the answer.
I have the worst cold with this runny nose. I better take something.
Dayquil Cold and Flu doesn't treat your runny nose.
Seriously?
Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold and Cough fights your worst cold symptoms plus your runny nose.
Oh, what a relief it is.
Go to AlkaSeltzerPlus.com to learn more cold truths.
Lowe's presents How to Accidentally Invent a New Word.
This new living room is so you. It's so sophisticated. Exactly. Sophisticated.
Get Valspar Ultra Interior Paint now at a new lower price at Lowe's.
New Move Free Ultra brings a revolution to joint health. It's the smallest joint health pill, now with a new triple action formula for joint, cartilage, and bone health. Move on to new Move Free Ultra.
Think of the long history the hot dog has had with the presidency. George Washington, I cannot eat a fry because I like hot dogs so much.
He said I cannot tell a lie.
Well, it was hard to understand him. He had wooden teeth.
Celebrate President's Day with Dollar Hot Dogs Monday, February 16th. This is how you Sonic.
Let's go!
Hold on to your bikini bottoms. Because the #1 movie in America is the ultimate treat.
If you ate all that, you'd have enough energy to run around the world.
When is this sugar gonna wear off? The SpongeBob Movie, rated PG.
Apples are good. As Strongbow Hard Cider, better. But Strongbow over ice is the best. Enjoying Strongbow over ice with your slow-motion horse? The bestest. Strongbow, world's #1 hard cider.
Please? No. Please? No.
For those headaches that just aren't bad enough for a lot of medicine, there's new Excedrin Mild Headache. 35% less medicine, plus a booster to end everyday headaches fast.
Wow, my headache's gone.
Excedrin Mild Headache.
Is your back acting up again? Is lower back pain a daily drain? If you're one of the millions who suffer from the agony of lower back pain, you need Be Active, the revolutionary new pressure system that helps ease discomfort in your lower back, buttocks, and legs. Watch. Just slip on Be Active and tighten the strap. You'll soon begin experiencing pain relief. Look, back pain often radiates from the lower back to your lower extremities. But apply Be Active to the point in the calf muscle to relieve pain. The secret is the pressure pad that gently compresses, alleviating pain to the nerve and lower back.
The Active provides firm pressure behind the knee on the specific pressure point, which can help relieve the pain and suffering from sciatica.
I just slide it on, I tighten the strap, I feel the pressure point right behind my knee, and right away I feel the release of pain in my lower back.
Wow, I can feel comfort already.
It's like right away relief.
I just put it on, but I can feel it already easing the pain.
You can't see the relief? I can feel it.
It kind of feels like it's relaxing that muscle.
But now I don't feel the pain at all. This is really something.
Be Active gives you the ability to be active again. Wear it while exercising. Keep up with the kids. It's invisible under clothing, comfortable enough to sleep in. Be Active easily adjusts to fit almost any leg. Be Active is always there to deliver the pain relief you need. Now feel the freedom of being active again with the pressure point therapy of Be Active for just $19.99. But wait, call now and we'll double the offer free. Just pay separate processing. If you don't begin to feel quick back relief, send it back and owe nothing. You get it all for just $19.99. So call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-732-6143. That's 1-800-732-6143. Or go online at beactivebrace.com. Call or click today. That's 1-800-732-6143.
All right, we're watching our second winter storm, Winter Storm Octavia. This is going to mean a lot of Southerners are going to be having a wake-up call come Sunday night and Monday morning. We've got cold air near the ground. We've got a front that is stalled out, moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico. And as a weak low-pressure center moves along that front, we're going to see a snow and an ice threat in that area of colder air. So all the way from, say, Arkansas and Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, into the Carolinas, we need to be on alert. Kelly?
And Nick, we really haven't seen that much wintry weather here in the South, so this is going to have a huge impact on places like Oklahoma and Arkansas as we go through your Sunday night. The pink indicating that wintry mix to the north. We've got the blue, that is all snow. And south of there, we're very concerned about that freezing rain, especially south of the Interstate 40. That is where we'll have some of that rain freezing on contact, especially the elevated roadways, the bridges, bridges, the overpasses, the exit ramps. That's what you really got to watch out for. Memphis, Little Rock, that wintry mix heading through Huntsville, Alabama, and on into North Georgia and even the Carolinas. The Piedmont here watching out for that wintry mix. Nashville to Knoxville looks like it's going to be an all-snow event. We could see several inches of snow, as a matter of fact. Perhaps in the Atlanta area, especially north of I-20, we could see an inch or two of sleet and snow before it changes over to rain and freezing rain. So that's indicated in the purple right there. And as we go into Tuesday, you'll notice that we still have that wintry mess to deal with, especially over the eastern half of North Carolina. Raleigh, you're right in the middle of all that with the snow and the sleet and just a chilly rain and very cold wind chills, Nick, even down here in the south.
Well, the worst of Octavia is still to come. Actually, the worst of our current winter storm, Neptune, still to come. And one of those places that could see the worst is in Portland, Maine. That's where meteorologist Keith Carson joins us now, right in the heart of the blizzard warning. They do snow here in Maine, obviously, Keith, but you add in that wind and you've got something a little bit different.
Yeah, and I think the wind is actually going to be the story here. Carl's been saying it through the night, and certainly I agree with him that this is going to be the #1 story with it. But, you know, that being said, we already have a couple of inches of snow here pretty quickly. Got a report from someone down at Old Orchard Beach, which is just to the south of here, that they have 5 inches of fluffy snow. And I believe that, because right here, I mean, I remember standing out here for 2 days with the last storm, and it never really accumulated up to anything this much. So we already got a couple inches on the ground, probably between 3 and 4 inches in the ground already. And obviously the bigger picture here is that we have mounds of snow still hanging around. Winds right now not too bad. They're gusting probably 15 miles an hour or so. When this thing gets farther out to sea, pushes farther to the east, it'll be the back side of the storm tomorrow morning that will bring us some really strong winds, 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And I've gone through a couple of storms here in Portland, and it's relatively exposed in that way. So if we get those winds coming out of the north and northeast, they'll be streaming across Portland in a very strong way. Nick, adding to the fun here is that it is very chilly here. I think we're sitting around 12 or 13 degrees in downtown Portland. 14, okay, in downtown Portland. Well, I feel a lot better now that it's 14 instead of 13, Nick.
Oh, yeah.
I feel a lot warmer.
Just downright balmy out there. Hey, hang with us for just a second. I want to show you the timing on what we expect to see here. Tonight, blizzard conditions could develop, temperatures down into the teens into tomorrow and staying there. And then Sunday night, as the snow tapers off, we'll still see those winds and very, very cold temperatures, wind chills well below the 0 mark. So, Keith, a lot of things to get prepared for here in the coming hours.
Yeah, that's true, and I took my hood off because it's 14 instead of 13, so I just thought I might actually take my jacket off. Hey, a couple of things to note. Portland's kind of layered up with warnings here. Blizzard warning is obviously the most notable one. That's until 7 o'clock on Monday. They'll probably trim it and cancel it late tomorrow night, but that's valid until 7 a.m. because we've got to have a ground blizzard behind it. Coastal flood warning. Talked to Michael Lowry, our storm surge expert. Because of the winds here coming out of the north, not as big a threat. And then we have a heavy freezing spray warning. That's for all the vessels that come out of here, out of Casco Bay. Kelly and Nick, this is very much a working harbor, so they just want to let fishermen know that it's going to be particularly dangerous tomorrow.
Definitely some things to be concerned about. Thanks so much, Keith Carson there in Portland, Maine.
All right, not just New England, but the Mid-Atlantic, too. We can't forget about you guys in Baltimore. We've got wind chill advisories, and look at the wind causing that camera to bounce around.
Doug, we have the results. But first, we have a very special guest. Come on out, Flo. You have anything to say to Flo?
Nah, just let the results do the talking.
Well, he could do that. We show our Progressive Direct rate and the rates of our competitors, even if Progressive isn't the lowest.
It looks like Progressive is not the lowest. When we return, we'll find out whether Doug is the father. Wait, what?
Weather invention.
Wow, anybody else surprised it actually worked? Mother Nature can absolutely change people.
I'm ready to get out of here and create a new track.
This is a tornado emergency.
It was hard to believe weather could do that.
Never seen anything like this in my life.
Currently in our area, 53 degrees under fair skies. Tonight, generally clear. Low 47. Winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, mainly sunny. High 74. Winds north-northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sunday night, mainly clear early, then a few clouds later on. Low 55. Winds north-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Looks like the Garcias got a new car.
What'd they get?
I don't know.
Sure doesn't look like a Buick.
Buick.
I'm outside. Where are you? I'm right here. I'm in the Buick. I don't see a Buick.
Take a fresh look at Buick. It just might surprise you.
That's not a Buick. That's what I told him.
Wow. This is
Nice.
Oh, my.
Now during the Buick President's Day event, get $5,000 total cash back on select Buick sedans in stock the longest.
Everything in separate bins, people. Computers, shoes. You can't put two in one.
At Intel, they make technology that lets a device be a laptop and a tablet. So you can put two in one.
No, you can't.
Can.
Can't.
Can.
Intel. This is where it all changes.
See, it's like two things in one. You're like a mermaid or one of those horse guy people.
You mean like a centaur?
See, you can.
There's something happening right here in this country. It's the sound of America. Working with American materials in American factories. At WeatherTech, all we do is create the highest quality automotive accessories, including laser-measured custom-fit floor liners. Order yours today at
Mom and Dad told us they had just made their funeral and burial pre-arrangements. We thought they already had taken care of that. When we learned it was through Beth Israel and Eternal Light, we knew everything would be handled in the most caring and professional way. We realized it would be one of the most difficult days of our lives. It inspired my husband and me to make our own pre-arrangements so the burden wouldn't fall on our children when that day comes. It's not an easy thing to think about, but I'm so glad we did.
Xfinity sales professionals are always on the go, meeting new people every day. They're helping families get the latest Xfinity products and services. And they're making customers happy. Jumpstart your career with the best sales training in the industry. Great benefits like discounts on your own Xfinity services and the potential for high earnings. Have what it takes? Apply today and see what doors open for you.
The call and consultation are free.
Call 1-800-307-9899.
Winter storms Neptune and Octavia.
There is so much snow out here, so the wind chill, a real player here.
Live coverage continues in a moment, only on the Weather Channel.
Hey everybody, happy Valentine's Day, and here's a look at the preps being made as we get ready for yet another winter storm. This is Plymouth, Mass, where just a few drivers were out there braving it and just trying to get from point A to point B, but Nick, it's only going to get worse.
It really is, and if you don't have to travel, just be on the safe side, and you and your Valentine, stay home. You know, that's always a nice Valentine's Day anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, put a fire in the fireplace, a little wine, there you go.
Well, we want to see what you see as Neptune moves into your neighborhood this weekend. So take a picture or shoot a video and send it to us. Text the word Neptune to 99,000, and you'll get instructions on how to upload that video or photo. Please remember to turn your phone sideways, if you will, and you might just see your work right here on the Weather Channel.
Well, we are working through the night here on the Weather Channel as we track not one, but two major snow events of winter storms. Carl Parker joining us now here in the lab to talk about these storms and their impacts. And Carl, I'm really worried about the power outage part of it.
No doubt, Kelly. This is going to be an incredibly powerful area of low pressure and really cranking tomorrow morning. And if you listen carefully, you can hear the collective groan of everybody who's been dealing with this winter. And take a look at what we have seen in the Boston area. So every box there there is a calendar day on which we had at least some snow, and in some cases, a terrific amount of snow. There was Juneau right there, 22 inches. Then we had Linus with 16.2, and then we had Marcus with a good 20 inches. And with Marcus, it was a lot of snow. It was a long-lasting storm, and this one is not going to produce as much snow, most likely, but what we will see is an unbelievable amount of wind. 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts blowing that snow around, making it impossible to get around. It really will be dangerous. And then the cold is the other part of the story. It's going to be exceptionally cold with wind chill values on the order of minus 20, minus 25, minus 30 going through the day tomorrow. Talking about the snowfall going forward, 4 to 5 inches is what we're thinking there. We had one round already, and that's now beginning to move out. There's going to be a little bit of a break, some drier air coming in the mid-levels of the atmosphere, but then the main low, the main event, is getting going right now, very close to New Jersey, and it's going to come up and pass the coast, and it's going to be just offshore. And at this time, you've got very strong winds coming out of the north with that fine powdery snow. That's the blizzard right there tomorrow morning, and it will be going strong through the morning. But then in the afternoon, the snow begins to move out. You've still got incredibly strong northwest winds here blowing the powdery snow up off the ground. So there could still be a blizzard even though the snow is not falling out of the sky, and it will be unbelievably cold, and then the whole thing begins to slowly wind down very late on Monday. Here's a look at the wind, which is not only a New England affair. Very strong all the way to the southwest here. D.C., 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts overnight tonight, 1 o'clock in the morning. That continues into tomorrow morning. So a long duration event over a very large area because, again, you've got such a powerful area of low pressure. And then finally, we see it begin to relent somewhat late in the day on Sunday. One more thing to tell you about. Moisture is going to tangle with cold air here across the south, and that's starting tomorrow and then going